Last time we were talking about Joseph, we talked about Joseph being in prison with the cupbearer and with the baker. And we mentioned that the baker was lifted up, in other words, as though he were on the cross. And you might wonder, what about the butler? Well, the butler ends up going back to the Pharaoh, is forgiven, and ends up in the palace once again when Joseph comes there. It's kind of a picture of Jesus saying to the one thief, "Today you will be with me in paradise." And we talked about his wife and the meanings of his son's name. But now I want to talk about Joseph going to the throne. Joseph interprets the Pharaoh's dream, and he's raised to the position of grand vizier. Pharaoh literally took off his ring and put it on Joseph's hand, and he said, "Only on the throne am I higher than Joseph. Everything is under Joseph's control. Go to Joseph. Don't even come to me." It's just like the Father said, it pleased the Father that in Jesus should all fullness dwell, and he is the preeminent one, that in him dwells all the fullness of the Godhead bodily. In this age, Jesus is head. The Father sat back and said, Jesus is in control. He's the captain of salvation. He is the head of the church. Jesus is in total control. Now, Jesus will subdue the whole planet. You know, Satan has been the prince and power of the air. Jesus is going to regain the entire world and bring it back to the Father. Well, Joseph has all the people in the world coming to him. We need food, we need food. They're bringing their money, and it all goes to Pharaoh. Then they ran out of money. They brought the title deeds of all their land. Literally, Joseph bought the entire known world through God's wisdom, representing Jesus Christ. He saved up the food, and he was the savior of the world. Zaphnath-Paneah was the name Pharaoh gave him. He is the savior of the world. He saved all the people just like Jesus is the savior of the world, and he bought the entire world, and he gave it back to the Father. Jesus will have the title deed of the universe and return it to the Father. This is the final way that we want to say Joseph is a picture of Jesus Christ. He ended up bringing his father and his brothers back, last of all, to the land. So he also restored Israel. They also acknowledged him in the end, just like in the end when Jerusalem surrounded, and they will look on him whom they have pierced. They will finally, during the tribulation, come to see who Jesus really is. And so all Israel, Paul said, and so all Israel shall be saved. So Joseph saved the Gentile world, bought the whole world for his father, or for Pharaoh. Jesus subdues the whole planet and the entire universe for his Father. And in the end, he also brings back his brethren who refuse to bow to him. They will eventually bow to him, just as Joseph's brothers did to him. And Jesus will be all in all. Just a beautiful picture of Jesus.